How's it going?
Let's break open
first question, can men get pregnant?
Men cannot get pregnant.
Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel, and we got something great to react to today. So I guess Ben Shapiro did a Jubilee video, him against, I think, 25 Kamala Harris supporters, and mostly I think they talked about abortion. I kind of fast forwarded to this one point, but what I want to tell you is this trans man is so embarrassing and so cringy that I just had to immediately do a reaction to it because I'm just appalled at him. So everyone else pretty much came to the table shaking Ben's hand and actually being super cool to Ben and having the actual dialogue and having dialogue, which is back and forth. This dude sat down immediately. Anyway, I want to get straight to this video because we got stuff to talk about. It is actually the most cringiest thing I've seen in a long time. So with that, like, subscribe. Thank you so much for subscribing to the channel. You're helping us build this community so much, and it's amazing. And I appreciate you from the bottom of my heart. And all the comments, leave comments on this one because this one is actually, my mind is blown. So let me bring this up here, and we'll get going.
Well, okay, we're gonna take this chair. Look at that.
Hey, Ben.
Like a bro, my friend. All right.
How's it going?
Let's break open
first question, can men get pregnant?
Men cannot get pregnant.
Okay, awesome. So,
Definitionally.
Definitionally, okay. Do men...
Straight out the gate, first off, comes to the table with such an attitude, gross attitude, has no desire to have conversation with this guy. Second, can men get pregnant? What, dude? No, men cannot get pregnant. Let me just set the record straight here, okay? The only people that can get pregnant are biological females. So if you're trying to insinuate that you got pregnant and you're a man, you're a liar, okay? You got pregnant because you're a biological female. Deal with it. Men don't get pregnant. So right off the bat, you're lying. You're creating a lie, which is why people don't like us now, because you're creating this falsehood that men can get pregnant. And it's like a trick question. Gross.
Men experience SA, sexual assault.
Sure.
Got it. What about the existence of trans men?
What about the existence? Do you mean women who believe that they are men? What are we talking about here? Women experiencing gender dysphoria?
So my other question is, do you benefit from white supremacy in any way, shape, or form?
Yeah.
Wait, first, you see, this guy is all over the place. Oh, trying to make him get all flustered. Ben's just like, what, dude? What are you talking about? You mean women who have gender dysphoria? Right on, Ben. That's exactly right. Correct answer, dude. I'm totally in support of you. That's what I have. I'm a female who has gender dysphoria. So is this person sitting across the table from you. Don't even let them gaslight you. That's a female who lives as a male, okay, and is gaslighting you, as you know, because you're really staying so calm and awesome, Ben. I have to give you a pat, dude. It's actually genius how you're just sitting there. This dude is so trying to gaslight you. So then he brings up white supremacy. Out of what? How is that the next question?
I'm going to need more specifics on what you mean by white
Well, here,
supremacy.
let me give it to you then.
Sure, please.
So I'm a transgender man.
Okay.
I've experienced SA.
Okay.
And abortion rights affect me directly. So if we're talking about the American dream that you live, why don't I have access to that? Because there's no legislation, in the history of America, that legislates a man's body. So why does mine have to be legislated? I've got a vagina.
First off, you're not a man, dude. You're a female that lives as a man. You need to go to therapy, dude. Number two, it's not legislating men's bodies. This is a woman issue. If you're getting pregnant as a trans man, you are pregnant because you are a female. I just can't even believe that we're having this. And this is why trans rights are going back a million years, because you're not being honest, buddy. And you're trying to gaslight people, and you're trying to make this a man issue. Yes, men should definitely have a say-so in the abortion issue. There's no doubt about it. That being said, if you are coming to the table as a man who gets pregnant and you're just being disingenuous and you're lying, you're a complete liar and you're a gaslighter.
I'm not interested in what your genitalia are.
Clearly you are. I mean, it's all over everything you make.
Oh, that's right. So why did he even have to bring up his vagina? Right? Like, so again, sidelining everything there. What does your vagina have to do with this conversation? It's so embarrassing and so just everything I could wish for as us as trans men is being pushed back a million years. I do not understand why you had to talk about your vagina. I just don't know why you needed to do that. And I've been reading the comments on a lot of people just are disgusted by you, just so you know. And not just right people, left people, people in the community. You have made such a fool out of yourself.
Hey, buddy, I'm sorry. I hate to say it to you, but
I think you can read on my face that I
obsession
radically
you
am
guys
not.
have.
I think you can read on my face that I radically am not. When we're talking about
No,
abortion,
I don't. I mean, you can present it here, but in most of the content that you have, you attack my community constantly. And you don't even realize, guys,
Okay, you're not there representing the trans community. You are there representing yourself. Okay, so I want to get that clear to everybody out there. This person does not represent the trans community. Many of us disagree with what he's saying right here, including me. So, no, you're not representing your community.
like me exist, who actually share a lot of similarities to you and everything, because I'm a married man of 20 years. Got
I
a wife.
recognize that you exist. I disagree with your
Right,
claim
so
that you're
if
a
I
male.
was sexually assaulted, right?
Ben just said, I recognize that you exist. Do you know how huge that is? He just said, I don't believe you're male, which he is. This guy, I'm calling him he because that's how I'm being respectful, just like you're respectful to me. But Ben is being respectful. I don't recognize that you are male because you're not. Okay. It's your gender identity, how you identify, but you are actually female. That's really what he's saying. This is everything we fought for, buddy. Now you're making everyone second guess themselves when the reality of the situation is you're never changing your sex, dude.
And I didn't have access to that abortion care. Do you believe that I should have carried that child to term because
What does
I
this
was
have to-
sexually assaulted?
I mean,
No, I just want to make sure that that's what you believe. Because as a transgender man, I have seen your side of the entire political debate, never ever having the conversation of what an American freedom is. Because why am I not allowed to live my American freedom as a man?
You are, just so you know. I've been doing this probably twice as long as you have. I have no issues. I'm living my life as a man. Nobody's stopping me from doing it. So I don't know what you're talking about. I have every single right that every other man in this country has. I've never felt like I haven't had the rights to do that. We fought way before you transitioned to get to this space, my friend. So what are you talking about? You have every right. You can change your birth certificate. You can change your passport. You can change your ID. You can get hormones. You can get surgery. You can walk the world married as a man. What are you talking about? Really?
No, I mean, you get your choice as a man to live and free and all that.
You're really moving around terminology very wildly here.
And so are you, because that's the tactics you play in your game. And you've done it the entire time. You've jumped from one subject to the next. You speak so fast, and I know how you work. So how does it feel to have it in your face?
Oh, well, I mean,
this is not a debate, by the way. This guy is not letting Ben have any time to answer the questions. Do you see that? That makes me think that this guy is not prepared for Ben to push back on him, because that's not a debate. You get to say something, then the other person says something, then you say, that's a debate. You're not debating him. You're actually like chastising him.
Because I'm sick and tired of the shit that you have put against my community, especially black trans women, because you constantly disregard all of our...
What is this, especially black trans women? Now you're speaking for black trans women? Dude, sit down. You're a white person. You don't get to speak for black trans people. And where did this come up in the conversation?
Our needs, and then use us politically as a pawn when we're 1% of the population. Why not focus on the economy itself? All of us are struggling, and you want to focus on trans people. You want to focus on a black woman when this is clearly a glass cliff situation. America's falling apart, and let's give it a woman right when it's all falling apart, when we'd had, what, 50 men?
My friend, abortion issue is on the table. So he's discussing his right. Ben has a right to whatever he believes. I disagree with what he says, but he has a right. That's called America and a democracy, and he gets to have a different opinion than you, just so you know.
Run it, and it looks like shit. Look at where we're at. Truly,
So-
where do you think that we're heading? I
So-
mean, it's so funny to watch
You've been going
white
for-
supremacy just fall apart the way that it is, and you ride so hard. Because guess what? In other countries around the world, women are not having children. And why is it? Because of the patriarchy and all the violence that
And there's that patriarchy word. Yet, dude, you are acting insane right now.
men perpetuate, and all of this idea that abortion is somehow going to solve it all by forcing women to have abortion instead of focusing on the real problems that we're facing in our society. We're just going to completely ignore that, and we're just going to go, you know what? The line item is, let's make women have babies so that we can continue this capitalistic society that we have. Why are we doing that? What? I mean, why? Because you want to push white supremacy and because you want to make your...
What does this have to do with white supremacy? I really like to know what this whole abortion thing has to do with white supremacy. Most of it is because of religion, by the way, my friend, not white supremacy.
check. It does great for you. Meanwhile, people like me have to live with the consequences of all of your rhetoric that you put on a daily basis, and including my entire community and the intersectionalities of Black women, men that experience SA, trans people, everyone that comes in. And I'm so sick of the idea that you can come in with this bravado, that you're this big guy that knows things because you can talk fast, you have statistics. But really, what does it really
Statistics matter, by the way.
matter at the end of the day if you are harming the entire American... This guy's been accused of rape, Trump, in like court documents, and you're backing the guy. Like, you have children. How could you do that to your own? Don't you have a daughter? Like, what is wrong with you, dude? I've never seen such a party just completely just like the American idea, what we believe in as a country, is not what you're perpetuating. It's diversity. It's giving you tired, hungry, and poor. The Google phone you have in your pocket is because of all of the diversity we've had.
Pause.
Wow. I mean, this guy just... Watch this, though. Watch.
Pleasure to meet you.
You see that? You see that? Put his hand out and then called him a dick. Nice going, dude. Way to go. You should read the comments about you. And you should learn something from this. First off, you made a fool out of yourself, number one. You did nothing positive for women's rights. You did nothing positive for an argument on why we should have abortion. You actually made us all look insane, okay? You're foaming at the mouth through the whole thing. You look so desperate and so not on point. Nothing you said was on point. All of it was feelings, no facts. Okay, I am so sorry you got SA'd, but you didn't get SA'd as a man. You got SA'd as a female. So what are you talking about? I just want to tell you how cringy and embarrassing and wrong that whole thing was. And as a transsexual man, I disagree wholeheartedly with that person sitting there acting as if he represents trans anything. The guy is literally off the deep end. He went completely insane, and he did not do anything that I feel anybody would look at a trans person now and say, okay, I understand what's going on here. And in fact, threw back trans rights a million years. So I'm going to leave you with this. It is why I created this channel, because I'm sick and tired of these wingnutty trans people saying they're representing people like me. No. You want to talk about diversity? Our community has diversity in thought, in political parties, in the way we raise our kids, just like everybody else. And I want you to know that and see that me and this guy are on complete opposite ends of how we want to live our lives and how I want to live my life in this world, in this beautiful country. And I know the right I have as a transsexual person to live free in this country. This person doesn't seem to see that. Thanks so much for watching. I appreciate you guys so much. Thank you. Like, subscribe, comment with some comments here, because they're going to be excellent comments. And I'll see you guys on the live on Wednesday, and have an awesome rest of your day.